it's worthy to note that belief is kind of an important notion with regard to our study of arguments, our analysis of arguments and logic, because ultimately our goal is to come to believe more new and more and additional propositions to add to our body of our knowledge, and the arguments are going to lead us to the right belief. And I think it's worth noting that, we do use other words other than just believes to express a person's belief, and it's worth considering a couple of them because I think it amounts to the same thing. That is, sometimes we say things like, Jones thinks that all trees lose their leaves in the fall. And thinks, in that case, is just a synonym and just another word for believes. Or sometimes, if you're listening to the news and you hear about what the economists are forecasting, they'll say things like, most economists feel that the federal budget deficit is a serious problem. Excuse me. In that case, feel, they don't literally mean that the economists feel. They don't take their hands and rub it against, the federal budget deficit, since it doesn't exist anywhere except as a concept. So feel in this case means the same thing as belief. And then we have one context in which we hear things like, we hold, this actually comes from the Declaration of Independence, so you should be a little bit familiar. We hold these truths to be self-evident. That is, we hold these truths, or we believe these truths to be self-evident. So the idea is we have various words in English that we use to express what our beliefs are. And now that we're getting a reasonable understanding of the idea of belief, that is what's going to be our ultimate state in analyzing arguments, let's turn for a second to the notion of belief and truth, what the two have in common and what they don't have in common.